So earlier today I was asked, how do I trim my beard? I've been asked a few times how I trim it, how I wash it, and how I take care of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run upstairs to the bathroom and we're going to do a video of how I trim my beard, how I caress my beard, how I wash my beard, and pretty much how I take care of my beard on a once to twice a week basis, okay? So let's start.
So I always start out by rushing extremely fast. I'm a really quick person, as you can tell, and I move like super fast. So I go from point A to point B, like that. It's amazing. Okay, so now I'm here in my bathroom, right? Kicking back. So the first thing I do is I take my trimmer. All right, I check it out, inspect it, make sure there's no dirt and grime inside of it. And then I start the trimming process. As you can see, I'm lightly grazing over the beard. Very light, I don't like to get really deep in there. This is just to get any stray split ends that are sticking up, to get any hairs that are just poking around. I don't want that stuff there, so I get rid of that. So when I do it, I don't do it super precisely. I'm not too concerned about my appearance in that sense. I like being a little bit scruffy. But when I do get around the lip, I like to get rid of those excess hairs because I don't want to be poking Chris in the lips, So I like to get rid of that. But then the next thing that comes up is pretty important. So this is where you need to get really fancy, a pair of scissors. So I have a nice high quality pair of scissors that I only use to trim my beard, nothing else. And what I do is I use it to shape around. You can see I'm getting around, trying to round it out a bit. And also checking for any split ends. I get split ends, so I like to make sure I get those, right? Like those long ones that really aren't meant to be there, get rid of those. So it looks nice and uniform in a sense. Still scruffy, but nice and uniform. Put the scissors away and I do another check just to see how my neck's looking. So right here now I'm getting underneath, right? Underneath for me is always short, really kinky. So I like to graze over it real lightly, as you can see, really lightly, just to get rid of those excess pop-ups, because that spot right there gets a lot of friction. So again, I'm checking around again one more time to see how things are looking, getting around it, around the lips and stuff. And now I flip it over. That's when I like to get fancy. So what I do there is I flip the trimmers upside down. And what I believe that allows me to do, I have no scientific evidence that this even works, is I like to rub it against the beard so any of those excess hairs that are going the opposite direction are getting caught. So there's no, no random scragglies. I think it's fancy. It's like my only thing to do. Oh, okay, so now we're getting weird. So this is where I bring out the beard wash, right? So this is my black charcoal wash, and as you saw there, that's a plain white t-shirt. I'm gonna show you what that's for in a second, and I want to give credit to Black Men's Grooming Den for that tip. That's totally where I got that tip from. But anyway, so moisturize the beard, put some water in it, because without any water, there is no moisture. And as you see, I'm washing, lathering, getting all up in there, making sure it's getting it nice and deep, making ugly faces, so I know all my facial muscles are being utilized at this point in time. Now, as you're getting in, you have to make sure you're really getting in. So what I like to do is I like to bring out my comb. I bring in the comb to massage it into my face, massage it in there, make sure the soap is getting everywhere, everything's getting nice and loved. You gotta treat it correctly. You gotta treat yourself the way you want people to treat you. So I want people to treat me like a god, so I'm treating my beard like a god. Getting there again, checking for split ends to see if anything are popping up. Boom, 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 we're good to go. So now you wash off the beard. Now, next step. So you gotta rinse the beard out and make sure there's no more soap in there, right? Make sure all that's taken out. So the next thing I like to do is I like to get my brush. I take my wooden brush and I get up in there. The whole point of that for me is to get rid of those excess hairs that have been cut while also massaging my skin, right? Because the oils that were inside of the wash are important. So you gotta make sure those are being utilized. So now I bring out the t-shirt. It's a plain white t-shirt, and the whole point of that is to absorb the water. You just dab, absorb the water without being abrasive and causing split ends and roughness. Then I bring out the Destiny's Regrowth, right? So I bring out the cream. Once you bring out the cream, my beard is still damp, but it's not soaking wet. I apply it in there and I rub it in. You see that? Got to get up in there, get in between, not just on the top, but all up in that hair. So I'm putting that work in right there. Yes. Then I bring out the comb. So I dry the comb off, make sure there's no more soap on there, and then I go through again while I have the beard butter in, and I work in between, style and profile on the beard, make it look real nice, real pretty. Then I'm done. That's it, right? Now I grab my shirt after I clean up, of course, because if you don't clean up, you're just trash. Boom, ready to go. Give you guys the fingers, I'm out. Okay, so if you've watched this far, If you can tell me how many times I said the word beard, I'll send you a free product.